how can I work there when he's talking?
Hello everybody, Mike Maloney with the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. We have found ourselves another victim here at the VFW National Convention here in Kansas City. And he hails from Oklahoma, and it's Tommy. And Tommy, please spell your last name for me.
Nicolson.
Thank you, sir. And if you could, go way back for me and start at your origin. Your parents, where you went to school, where you grew up, how you got in the military.
Well, that's kind of classified because I was in DHS all of my life. And I had adopted parents, and they didn't, all they wanted me was for labor. They had a big ranch, and that's all I done.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't get nothing from them. They didn't want nothing else to do with me. And when I was just getting ready to turn 17, and I watched a stupid show. And guess what it was? The Green Beret in 1968.
John Wayne.
And when I seen that, I said, I can go in the military. I ain't doing nothing in school, so. And the next day I went and told them, and they said, okay, go. And I had to have the superintendent, the principal, and them sign. People was lining up in my town of Winoka to sign.
Where was this, sir?
At Winoka, Oklahoma.
Winoka, Oklahoma. Okay.
And I was young and I was proud to go. And because I was a tough kid. DHS, I was in DHS from the time I can remember when I was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a tough kid.
Okay.
And I went in the Marine Corps and I broke all kinds of records in there, PT record. And I was the only one for years and years could run a 4-minute mile for years. And PT, I beat the PT status. If it was 100 push-ups, I could do 150 or 200. I was physically fit and everything. But the biggest thing is I wanted to be a Marine first.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest goal. And then I went in the Marine Corps. I joined in December, I believe it was December 1968. December 68, because I waited till after the new year to go into boot camp, the late program. So anyway, I went to the late program. And the first thing, whenever we got to Camp Pendleton, California on them footsteps, I thought, if I could see John Wayne, I think I'd shoot him for lying to me. Because it was rough.
There wasn't nobody singing the Silver Wings.
No,
they weren't doing that.
No, there wasn't none of that.
None of that, yeah.
No. There was a lot of yelling and screaming, you know. But anyway, I went through boot camp and done real good. In fact, one time, sometimes I'd try to keep myself in trouble. We was standing there, and one guy was getting chewed out, and I couldn't help but laugh, and I was standing at attention. And we had a drill sergeant, his arms was as big as my whole body. And he heard me go, oh, that was a mistake I made. He come over there and started working on me, and I was tighter than drum. You could throw a rock in my chest. And anyway, he got through, and he turned around, and he heard me go, and I let it out. He turned around and hit me so hard, and I bent down, and he said a few choice words what he would do to my head if I bent down any farther. So I had to stand back up.
Wow.
But the thing about it is I love the Marines. I love doing what I volunteered. You know, I didn't want drafted or anything else. I was told what to do, and I did it and everything. And when I finally got out of boot camp, I made top-notch marks in boot camp. I tried to make the honor soldier to win the dress blues, but one guy named McFarland, he beat me by 3 points, so I didn't get it. But the thing about it is I love this country. You know, it ticks me off when people say, oh, I want to go to Germany, I want to live in Germany, or I want to live over here, I want to live over, you know, why are you fighting for the U.S. and don't want to live here? This is my land. This is where I'm fighting for. So anyway, we went by ship from San Diego to Okinawa, and it was so funny. I was still under 8. You can't go to combat unless you're 17.
Wow.
Yeah, you couldn't go. And anyway, the sergeant corner said, "Private Nicholson, where are you at, you little scumbag?" And I said, "Here, Sergeant. How old are you?" I said, "What's today's date?" "March 10th. "I'm 17. "All right, get your ass on that helicopter. You're going Nam." And we went to Nam. And I done a lot of things over there that I won't talk about, but you know, and I've seen a lot of stuff. And the thing about it is I have some good friends. I lost some good friends and everything, but I had to put it behind me. It was over. You know, I had to come over here and do my job coming back. So anyway, we come back, and I went to Camp Pendleton and everything, and drove some buses, drove some stuff till then. I was getting ready to get discharged, and I went up to recruit, get in another 10 years or so. And they said, "Sorry, can't." I said, "Why?" They said, "Because we're downsizing, and your MOS is one of them. We're downsizing.
Right.
Bullet stoppers."
Right.
You know, so.
What was your unit in Vietnam? What was your unit in Vietnam?
Well, I was a 35-16, 35-31, diesel mechanic and a driver. But that didn't happen when I had high marks in combat, and they tapped me to 1st Marine Reconnaissance Group in Vietnam. I done ambush.
Right. Okay.
That's as far as I can go on that.
Right. Sure.
But and then so anyway, I found out this sergeant, when I was getting ready to get out, I was disappointed. I thought, that's it. It's over with. He said, "No, you ain't long ways, Nicholson." And he had a guy come over. This other guy comes over here, a soldier, and says, "Here, sign this, will you?" I said, "Why?" He says, "Just shut up and sign it." I signed it. "Okay, you got 10 years in the Army starting out. Let's go." And I stayed 34 years in the Army.
Wow.
And I have held all ranks from all the way to private. I've held colonel rank, you know, acting colonels, because I taught for the 75th Division. And I helped a lot of kids in my time, a lot of kids. I've helped young men who want to kill themselves. I've helped people that tried to kill other people and everything. And I'm proud of my career. I help people now. I'm a post commander. I'm a deputy chief of staff in Northwest Oklahoma. I help all kinds. I have people all over the country call me. Said, "We've heard about you, Sergeant Nicholson." You know, or well, they don't call me sergeant, they call me commander because I'm a commander. But anyway, they've heard about me. I get people call all over, and I help people with everything. And I had no help when I was a kid, none. I had to learn.
Well, you know how that feels. You don't want to go other people go through it. I get it.
Well, I went through it, and I know if they're going through it, then I can remember what I went through, and to be able to help them. You know, not sit there and just beat them down. That beat them down, I don't go for that.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had a rough life. I've had 3 children, a 1.5-year-old, a 6 and 3-month-old, and a 49-year-old. And guess what? They're all dead.
Oh.
I've lost them all. I don't have no natural children left. My last one died 2 years ago, my son. I didn't recognize it, realize it, and he killed himself. But I can't do no good sitting there weeping and crying about it. I have to help the people like you or anybody else. I help them. That's what I'm here for. If God wants me, He's going to have to take me the way I am, and He will when He's ready. And that's the way I feel about it.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
So tell me, I think I know the answers already, but first time here at the convention, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you come here for?
Well, I got put on the security staff meeting and foreign affairs meeting.
Yeah, but you're not going to get any award here or anything, huh?
Anyway.
Are you getting an award for something?
Oh, no, I won't get nothing.
Oh, you're not All-American Commander? What is this thing up here?
We made All-American, but they had so many of them make it, they cut it off at 25, and they had something like 100 and something.
Right.
And I was down to about 30, and we just got a little dinky pin. Hey, you know, so. And I do it for my post. I don't do it for myself. I don't care for self-recognition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But how'd you get it? How'd you get the members to get to that level?
Well, the first thing is our post. When I first took over commander, we had something like 6 going to a meeting, and the auxiliary only had 4, I think, going to a meeting. They didn't even have a quorum actually.
Right.
And I took over the commander, and I said, "Boy, this ain't gonna work." And now I sit there and done stuff. You know, like we have like an expo up there, and we have booths.
Yeah.
And we do stuff. I recruit. I work on recruiting. I recruit. I help people. They talk to me about stuff. If they've got, also with the DAV, if they've got problems with their paperwork, I help them get it done and everything so they can get their benefit. I have widows call me and gentlemen call me, you know, for their wife and all of that. You know, but I'm just known for everything. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, like I say, I'm not here for my recognition. There's a lot of them that, they want to do it so they can get recognized. What they do, I don't care. If my post can't get recognized, I don't care about get recognized.
Right. Right. Well, hey, anything else you'd like to say?
Huh?
Anything else you'd like to tell us or share with us?
Well, I'm really handsome looking.
That's obvious, sir. Anything that's not obvious?
That's the 3 things, you know. In my lifetime, over now I'm almost close. This is just to show you, God's with me all the time. I'm sorry.
He is.
Because we were talking, me and a friend of mine, Harjo, we were standing up in jungle shorts, and it was real muddy, it was monsoon season, and we were sitting there talking to each other, and all of a sudden we heard a thump. We knew what it was. It was an 81 mortar going off. The Viet Cong was shooting a mortar. We just stood there waiting to see where it was, and we could hear it. And we looked around, nothing. And I told Harjo, I said, well, I guess we're safe, we're good to go. And I went like that to move. There was the tail end of it sticking out of the mud.
Done.
No, the mud was so soft, it didn't.
Oh, it didn't impact.
It didn't pressure it to ignite it. It just went in the mud.
I mean, it's still active.
Yeah, it was still hot.
Yeah.
And of course we said a few things, and then we done in our pants, and then we went on. You know.
Yeah.
Of course you can see, like I said, I lost my daughters and my son. And it wasn't by me, it was by my ex-wives. But I lost them all that I was very close to. And I could have given up and died then. You know, you show me anybody who's lost all their children, I'll show you someone who's almost nuts.
Yeah.
If they cared about their children.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is after my last little baby girl passed away, it was a month later, I had a semi-load of drip gas blow up. It blew me up and caught me on fire, burned me 80% of my body, 2nd and 3rd degree.
How long ago was this?
This was in December of '79. And because I was driving truck too when I was in the reserve part of the time to try to make some extra money.
Yeah.
Because I was still kind of a light young officer. Not officer, but a visitor.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what that happened. Well, then the military, I had to prove to the military that I could stay in after I got burned, they wouldn't let me in if I couldn't do my duties. And I worked very, very hard. I said, I can do them, I don't care. And, you know, I took a lot of criticism. I remember a little boy going by the store, and I finally went out, and he said, Mama, look at the little monster.
Wow.
You know, and that hurt. But I said, you know, that's tough. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to keep it. So anyway, that's, then that, and then I lost my wife to cancer here in 2010 and everything. And my wife now, she lost her husband about 5 years before that. And so, anything else?
No, thank you for sharing. Unless you got anything else to tell me, thank you so much for talking to us.
Well,
Great stories.
I got COVID.
And welcome home. That's good. So do I.
Oh.
Thank you so much.